nice long week, so we're gonna finish with a little bit of mobility.
Spencer's best friend in the league that he wasn't able to make it, so Spencer was a little upset, so he's gonna pretend that he's over there on that mat.
We got 24, 25 minutes that we're gonna spend here to kind of wind down the week. Should be pretty good, should be pretty fun. All right, so we'll head to our back. We're gonna start with a T-spine hold. So arms out in the T. We're gonna go right leg up and then let it fall over, trying to keep that leg straight as much as we can. Let it fall to the ground, trying to keep our back shoulder on the ground. 90 seconds here. Whew. You all right? Oh.
Can I bend my knee?
Nah, keep it straight. If you have to, that'll make it a little easier if you want to bend your knee at 90. So Philip's flexible enough, he can keep it straight. I'll show you that.
Time did you come in today, Spence?
Shop over with the 6, bro. Let's not talk about that. Laid in bed for 8 hours, got 2 hours of sleep.
All right, guys, 5 more seconds in this stretch.
No. You got a bent knee. What are you doing?
As long as you felt the stretch, guys. Straight leg, bent knee. As long as you keep that shoulder on the ground.
Yep. Tense. All right, we're gonna flip sides, so roll back to the middle. Get that left arm out to the side, left leg up, and let it follow. Little pop in the back. 90 seconds here also.
If y'all wonder why my mobility's so bad, I've beat Spencer every day in the Metcons this week.
Uh-huh. Name one of them.
Frame.
Negative.
What'd you get, 2:14? I had a minute 36.
I was 2:06. Yeah. I don't even know if you've done a workout with me this week.
I know, I was so far ahead, it seemed like we did them at different times.
That's a good one, I like that one. 30 seconds.
30 more seconds for Spence, 10 more for me.
Just check my phone. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, guys, we're gonna follow that. Meanwhile, Nate is texting us some funny stuff, making fun of me. All right, we're gonna flip around to our stomach.
We're like old Captain America, so with a beard.
That's a compliment. I'll take that.
I didn't like that movie.
Right leg, not right leg, right arm out. We're going into a scorpion. Same thing. 90 seconds here. So we're gonna flip that left leg over. We're stretching our right shoulder here. Relax that back leg, just let it fall. We're focusing on the shoulder, not our lower body.
Well, off my mat. Off my mat.
Me too. That's gonna be in the video. Do that front roll.
Excuse me, guys. I was fixing Andy Williamson's problem.
That's 3 more seconds.
All right, we'll go back to the middle. We're gonna flip sides. Now left arm out, flip that right leg over. Oh, 90 seconds here.
For those who did that mobility or the endurance workout this week, I'm sure the shoulders are a little tight from those 210 burpees. I think Philip's going to do it today, so make sure you check in with him and see how his Saturday's going. He might still be out there, depending on what time it is. If it's dark out, he's probably just finishing.
Actually, I did it right before this mobility.
That's why he's so calm, under control.
Yep.
How long it take?
It was like 32:50. I started my 5-mile time with burpees. It's crazy.
Oh, shoot.
Had about a 6-minute pace on the runs.
Yeah. Nice and steady. All right, back to the middle. We'll switch to our low half a little bit. We're going to a right side pigeon. So right leg comes up.
It's my favorite, little pigeon pretzel.
Trying to keep it at 90 as best we can. We can stay up tall or go down to our elbows. 2 minutes.
Make sure to check out that video that Philip and Jess did. We posted on YouTube and Facebook, but it's a pretty funny, it's pretty funny. It's got a lot of good information, but it's also, anytime you put Philip in a video and you get a GoPro, you're probably gonna get some laughs out of it, so. What were the places, so the basic premise of it was they went to different restaurants around the area that are still open, that people can order takeout from, or even when this thing is over, that people go to quite a bit, so they can get a feel for what are healthy options. Where'd you guys go, Philip?
We went to Blaze, Bad Daddy's, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Toast, and Chipotle, and Zaxby's.
Wow. So stay tuned for that 10-part mini-series. Did you, at every stop, did you explain what you got and how'd that go over?
It was good.
Was it pretty close to what the recommendation was?
Apparently I'm on a high carb, high fat diet.
No protein.
Pretty safe.
Really safe.
He's on that really high carb ketogenic diet.
Jess asked me, she said, when's the last time you had your blood checked? I said, dang.
All right. We'll flip sides. Go to that left side. 2 minutes here.
I think nutrition's probably got to be the hardest piece of this whole craziness we're in right now, because we all know once we get out of our routine, man, nutrition is the first thing to go. It's like, well, I can't work out, so who cares? What's the difference? I might as well just eat whatever I want. And what people don't understand, I think, even people that come to the gym a lot, they might say, man, my body hasn't changed in 6 months or 9 months. I haven't lost any weight. But what they're not accounting for is the difference of what would happen to their body, their weight, their body fat, whatever, if they weren't working out and they were eating the same thing they were eating. A lot of times it's just able to maintain their weight even with a diet that's not ideal. And that's what exercise sometimes does for people. A lot of people will even say, hey, I work out so I can eat whatever I want. And look, that's fine. But understand you're not going to get the, some of the aesthetic changes that you're looking for with a bad diet. And I think that's something that right now is a really tough thing for people, because they're already out of their routine and they're around their house all day long. And it's so easy to snack constantly.
$15 seconds. Come out of that. We're gonna shift to a down dog. So in the push-up plank, we'll send those hips back, driving those heels down towards the ground, pushing our shoulders back towards our feet. We're gonna go 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yep.
I thought Philip said it was 15 seconds.
Oh, 15.
Check this out, ready?
Philip, we're going.
Listen.
Philip just learned how you guys watch straighten out. He's ready to go. He watched a couple YouTube videos yesterday. Got the stopwatch figured out. Timer features next week. Dude, my biceps and traps and hamstrings.
My biceps are sore.
What about your shoulders? The traps. Dude, my traps hurt.
Okay.
Fresh legs over there. Philip takes half a day off and he's like, man, I feel great. I haven't worked out with Spencer 17 times a day for the last 2 days. I only did 2 workouts yesterday. I feel amazing.
Spencer said I hadn't worked out with him all week. And
He hasn't?
I just told him it's because I was so far ahead of him, it seemed like we were going at different times.
All right, back to his hands and knee. We're gonna shift to seated position, feet together, out in front. We're going into a forward fold here, so 3 minutes. It's gonna be a nice long time, so don't pull it. We're just gonna tuck into this. If you wanna reach towards your calves or your feet, tuck that chin in the back, and then we're just gonna sit here for 3 minutes.
If you want to get a towel or a band like Philip and I probably need, feel free to grab one. Thanks, Steve. Spencer doesn't need one.
And we'll start that 3 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll give you a whole
Okay.
3 minutes.
Sorry, guys. I purposely tried to buy us a little bit of time there.
It didn't start, I thought it did.
Oh, shoot,
The old timer never goes out in class.
Phil's gonna be a pro.
I got you guys.
You got about 8 minutes left.
Guys, if you tuck your chin, you get a real good stretch through your upper back. What?
I feel my Lord.
You do, you tuck your chin. You do. Well, I do.
You tuck your chin on that floor.
disinfect my old Camry.
Hey, you know we're at a pretty deep part of this pandemic if we're getting stretching advice from Philip. we've really...
He's sitting there like this. Tuck your chin, guys.
We've really reached an all-time gap in program and content.
Oh, goodness. Halfway.
You guys, if you notice a couple cuts in this mobility, I'm having troubles with my battery. My microphone.
Really?
Yeah.
What in the world?
Ooh, spin.
No, look that thing.
This is our third take with this, so hopefully
Yeah.
we've been doing mobility for a little over an hour and a half. That's why there's only 3 of us left. It's survival of the fittest.
That's why I told you to tuck your chin, because I don't really feel this in my hamstrings anymore.
That's why you got the band there. I'm shaking. Stretching my hammies. Every
Yeah.
time I'm stretching, I start shaking my legs, dude. I don't know.
My hamstrings are not good. Not good.
I can't think you don't feel this in your upper back.
And it's so funny how we equate things. I mean,
If you tuck it, you don't feel
my
it
whole
here.
life I've always been obsessed with working out and lifting and results and whatever. I want to lift more, squat more, bench more, whatever it might be. But never in my life have I ever said, gosh, I wish I could have more flexible hamstrings. And it's really crazy because guess what's more important to quality of life and longevity? A big bench or flexible mobile hamstrings. It's flexible mobile hamstrings 100 times out of 100. But yet, for some reason, it's a hard thing to get your mind wrapped around.
We'll flip around to our stomach. We're gonna go into a seal pose. Stretch out our lower back a little more. 1 minute in the seal pose. So nice big press up with our hands underneath our shoulders. 1 minute here.
Keep those hips on the ground.
Same thing, like if you think about this, thoracic mobility. What is more important? Is it more important that Philip has a 200-pound strict press? Or is it more important that he has some thoracic mobility so that every time he bends over and picks up his suitcase, he doesn't throw out his back? And it's crazy because as I sit here and say this, I'm the number one guy who doesn't do what I'm talking about. You know, I'm sitting here trying to get as strong as I possibly can, but yet a seal pose for 1 minute feels like my back is going to break in half. So sooner or later, we have to manage the expectations that we have and manage what we think is important, or we're gonna find ourselves in a sticky place. We can still work out, we can still lift, but we just have to understand that days like this, or times like this, is important.
All right. We'll rock out of that. Find a way to standing. You go into a sumo squat. We'll come back to this, so we're gonna just start with 1 minute. We're a little bit wider than our normal squat stance. We're gonna stretch out these hips, so just a tad bit wider. 1 minute in the bottom.
And you see Spence, he's using his mat as a kind of a measuring point. His heels are outside of his mat. That's probably the way to go, especially for someone as tall as Philip over there who can't quite seem to get his feet outside
Is
the
that a
mat.
sumo stance, or what is that?
Y'all can't really tell, but I have a wider mat than these guys. Because when we lay down, I got broader shoulders, a little bit more muscular up top.
Is much different than what you're gonna feel in a paleo squat. Much, much different. This, you're gonna feel this all in your hips.
20 seconds. Try to stay relaxed here. Drive those knees out. Don't let those feet collapse too much. Oh shoot!
When ankles roll in, boy, it's kind of like when me and Nate play one-on-one in basketball.
What, he's making your ankles red?
We'll recreate that in our story at some point today, what happened to Philip's ankles.
All right, hips go up. Come out of that. Go down to our hands and our knees.
Matter of fact, hey Nate, will you come in the picture for a second?
We're gonna go right side lizard while we're talking about this. So right leg out front, both hands inside here.
So for you guys, you know, Nate's kind of a resident basketball, kind of second in command, obviously behind me. But Philip apparently wanted to do a little one-on-one action. Is that how it went down?
At Jennings?
At Jennings.
Yeah, I would play one.
So will you just show the move, if you face the camera, show the move, just a really simple like little move that you put on Philip, and then you'll spin it around and show what happened to Philip when you did that move.
But first,
So
start
just-
off with how I guard you.
Yeah, Philip like does the nay-nay when he guards. So he just guards like this. Not here, just stand
Straight up
up.
and down.
So I just gave him a very soft in and out. Just nothing that hard, about a 40 to 50%, just an in and out dribble. And then I was obviously looking down, and his knees, probably knee to ankle, just real quick. And that's when I stopped, because I realized that 40 to 50% of an in and out dribble is probably a little too much. So, but luckily his ankles are okay.
His
Yeah, I
ankles
got
are
good ankle
okay.
mobility from all this.
Yeah, this is why you should do the mobility.
Yep. If I didn't have good ankle mobility, I might have had good
Or your
urgent care.
meniscus. 30 seconds. More here.
Hey, show him that text I sent.
Shows who.
Spencer got the magazine.
Yeah, I made a magazine.
Oh man.
You guys come out of that.
I guess Philip's coming out. Goodness.
Nice, going to the old saddle.
All right, we'll flip sides. Left side now.
My left kneecap went numb. Oh no.
Listen, now's the time I'm gonna explain this. So, I tweak my calf, usually about this time every year for the last 10 years. I get ready for Murph and I add in some weighted runs. And I tweak my calf a little bit, nothing crazy, I just knew it was gonna be a little sore. So I came back and I voodoo flossed an ice pack vertically at my calf and tightened that thing down. I mean, it was a little aggressive. Well, then I got caught up in watching The Last Dance or something. I don't know what I was watching on ESPN. And once my leg went numb, I just kind of forgot about it. And then I realized 35 minutes later that my leg was still wrapped tight, like tourniquet tight. So I took it off. Obviously my whole calf and foot was numb, but that was 6.5 days ago. I have yet to get the numbness out of my heel and the left side of my foot. So I think there's been a little bit of nerve damage there. I'll keep you guys posted, but it's only about 40% of my foot that's numb now. So every morning I wake up and I think that
Couple percent.
today's the day. It's exactly the same.
If you want a little bit of extra stretch in this, you just curl your toes under, bring that heel off the ground. You get a stretch right through the top of your foot, right into your shin.
In the world.
Try it.
How do you do that?
Try it.
I can't.
I
Curl
can't.
that thing under, boy, ready?
That's as far as she goes.
That's what I told you. That's why. Yes, sir.
Philip's got a hammerhead shark in his calf.
What in the world?
I got a hoof.
See, there's certain people that just have like really weird skills. Philip is one of those guys.
Oh, nice. How do you do that?
Man.
I tried.
And then you take someone like Spencer who's ultra competitive, and now Spencer is going to spend his time trying to figure out how to curl his toes under and do that stretch. So Spencer's going to break his toe. This is how it begins.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah. Feels good,
Not
doesn't
really.
it?
My big toe won't tuck.
A little tight.
All right, that's 2 minutes. All right, we'll finish back set sumo squat for 1 more minute, and that'll be it. hips should be a little more loose. Maybe we go about an inch, a little bit wider. Last minute here, okay?
We'll go off of Phillips. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the party.
Whenever you're ready to get down to it. 30 seconds.
Start standing up in those pictures.
Start squatting.
Hold the squat while I'm on my computer.
All right, plant those hands, hips come up. Walk feet back together.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that mobility today. On Monday, we'll post some information. We'll have some answers for what the future holds, how we're gonna attack this the next couple weeks, and how we're gonna run the gym. So stay tuned, enjoy your weekend. It's supposed to be beautiful today, maybe a little bit of rain tomorrow, but get outside and enjoy your day off. See you.